Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Find moments of peace. Find moments of peace. And I said last week I would talk about this because peace is important. Peace. Find moments where you can just sit back and just relax. Whatever it is that you want to do. It could be meditation. Or it could be a walking meditation. I remember years ago when I worked for the government. And it was a lot of stressful stuff. But when I was coming home, I would always have to go through several parks in Washington, D.C. And indeed, I would have to get the bus at a particular park in Northwest D.C. But sometimes I wouldn't get the bus right away. Sometimes I wouldn't be in a big hurry to get home. Sometimes I would just sit in the park. I would sit in the park and pay attention to people watch, pay attention to the squirrels, pay attention to the ants on the ground, but I would sit there and relax. Sometimes you can go on a walking meditation. Just go for a walk sometimes, not even for exercise, just to walk. Or you might want to sit home, listen to some nice peaceful music like I have on now. Whatever you want to do. Maybe it might be an activity. Maybe it's playing golf or something. Sometimes when I'm driving in the area, we have a lot of fishing holes, a lot of water. We're just, this general area isn't too far from one of the tributaries to the Chesapeake Bay. And we have a lot of watering holes. And sometimes I see men who you could tell they're blue collar by their uniforms and everything. They would stop and fish. They would stop and fish in the middle of the day. You would see cars or trucks lined up by a watering hole and they would just be fishing. Indeed, I remember taking my sons fishing a few years ago when they wanted to fish, and it was very peaceful. There were times we would catch catfish in a local pond. We'd throw them back though, they were small, but it was peaceful. I'm gonna tell you what, when you're going through life, find moments of peace because there's so much happening just to upset you, just to get you fired up. Indeed, when we're watching the news is really to get you fired up. Whatever side you watch it from, left wing, right wing, whatever. It's propaganda, but then that's something I'll talk about on my Deep Thought channel. Here's the thing. You want to find moments of peace. It could be by yourself. Hey, it could be playing golf. It could be dancing. Hey, you could find peace. Whatever. And it's very important you find it. Many people, they get high blood pressure or other anxieties because they fired up, they thinking about something. Indeed, higher people, I would say you could call them metaphysicians or something. They'll talk about being in the moment. Because most people, when they're thinking, they're either thinking about something that happened in the past, which they get depressed over, or they have anxiety over something that may happen in the future. But one thing they'll talk about is staying in the moment, staying at peace in the moment. And I'm gonna tell you what, find peace where you can. Very, very important. Very, very important. Find peace where you can. Indeed, when I had my stroke a few years ago, one of the things I wasn't doing was finding peace. So I'm telling you, hey, that's one thing that can raise your blood pressure. In fact, I have a good friend who has been diagnosed with high blood pressure. And what they will do is just get real peaceful, watch something on TV, watch something to make them laugh. And you want to find those moments because you have so much out here that'll fire you up. Very, very, very few people work on a peaceful job. Very, very few people will do things that they can just be totally at peace at. If you can find that type of job or vocation, whatever you want to call it, you are blessed. But most people can't. Most people are going to jobs where they will be upset. Most people are doing stuff where they will be upset. But every moment you still want to find it. I gave out several things. It could be gardening. It could have plants in your house. It could be cooking. I knew a lady, may she rest in peace. She liked to cook. She liked to cook for people. That was her moments of peace when she was cooking. She would hum and everything. She really enjoyed it. And you want to find that. You want to go through, because going through life, there's just so many things. You're talking about what's happening in society. You could be in certain neighborhoods, you could have neighbors upsetting you. There are so many things to upset you. So many things, so many people. So when you're dealing with that, the best way is just to deal with peace. I remember I trained with this, I'll say this martial arts group. It was different from what people consider martial arts. It was more of a private group. I'll say that much. Won't give too much information about them. But we would spend maybe a few hours just in a meditative pose while the Grand Master would just talk with us. And then he would have us move around, do some stuff. And then after we're in a peaceful state, then he would train us. That's something you can learn. Whatever brings you at peace, think about. I want you to think about it. As you finish this video, as you're thinking right now, what brings you peace? Is it a type of music? Is it being in a clean home, sitting around? Is it taking a walk, meditating? Is it planting in your garden? Whatever it is, find what it is that brings peace to you, that brings you calm, that brings down your nerves, that brings down your blood pressure. Trust me, I know about that. Trust me, find whatever it is. Because a lot of people, indeed, I will tell you what a doctor told me. A doctor said, this was a doctor, MD and all of that. They said that what people are really suffering from out here is more than anything else is just stress. Stress. You want to fight that. You want to fight that, but find him every single moment of peace. It might be 2 minutes. It might be an hour. It might be several times during the day. Whenever you can find it, take it. Find those moments of peace. Find those moments you can be calm. Trust me. Trust me on this. I had to learn my lesson. Learn this lesson before you have to spend some time in a hospital or worse. Because you don't want the peace to find to be people saying your name and then rest in peace. I want you to think about that. Find those moments, every single moment, all right? So, that's all I have for today. Find your moments of peace. After you finish watching this, find something, think of something, whatever it is that brings your stress down, brings your blood pressure down, that calms your nervous system. Whatever you have to do, find it. Find it and use it. And if it's several things, that's even better. Whatever it is. But find your moments of peace. That's all I have for today. As always, keep rising to be the best person that you can be. Peace and blessings.